the purpose of this webinar today is positive. All right, and it should be positive, and it should be all about how you guys can help others improve, and also how you guys, your messages today are going to help others focus on their study and help them see that, yeah, this is the way how we learn, and you should focus on study, and you'll get it, whatever, regardless of methods that you try, but regardless of all the negativity out there, and we were trying to do our best to study and get it done, right? That's all.
And also share your story and your experience,
yeah,
authentic in the way you talk. And when dive in the question, if you have something to share, just turn on your microphone. No need to ask, no need to raise hand. Just turn on, and share your own idea and experience and stories. So we can start.
Yep. So thanks. Yeah, that's all. So you guys can raise your hand, can go open your mic, and also to speak out. So the first question today is, how did you manage to consistently wake up at 5 a.m. every day to attend the English speaking course? So I would like to invite Jenny from K85. How did you manage to consistently wake up at 5 a.m. every day to attend the English mastery course?
Well, thank you for your question, and good morning, everyone. I think let me tell about my story. In the past, yes, I will wake up early when I was a student, but after I got my work and I get married, I didn't wake up so early. So it's yes, but after I joined the English class with LeaderTalks, I set up my time and I wake up so early in the morning. I mean, every day I wake up at around 3:30. Yes, I think it's best way to wake up early. I mean, I need to go to bed early. So I set up my routine in the bedtime. I mean, go to the bed and wake up at the same time every day. Every day I usually go to the bed at around 10:30, and in the next day I wake up at 3:30. Yes, I feel more fresh and very full of energized. After a few months, I do my routine, and when I wake up early, I did chanting. I think it's a very useful activity in the early morning. It helps me more energy, and help me stay motivated in learning English and do my job. Yeah.
Thank you. So it sounds like you're nervous, but at the same time you're confident sharing with us. Thanks. And Jenny, you had a wonderful habit there. Wake up early in the morning, have exercises, and you focus on chanting. So thanks, Jenny. I'm going to ask another person for this, and I'm going to go for Maggie. Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Peter.
Yep. So what kind of study habits that did you develop to prepare homework at home, to prepare homework at home effectively?
Still thinking about the answer. Actually, I cannot answer your question, but maybe I can share a little bit about my
Yes.
own experience, about
Yep.
my whole my own whole story. So
Yes.
I have a preparation, but so I have that there is no limitation, like about 1 or 3 minutes in the class.
Nope.
So it may take a little bit time of all of you. So I'm sorry about
It's
that.
okay. It's
But I
okay.
would like to share. Okay, I'm very thank you for having me today. So I would like to talk about a little bit about my background. I was luckily born in a wealthier family. My parents, especially my mom, did not ask me to do anything but learning. So all the time of my childhood, it's all about the study and study. I study not only for myself, but for my parents as well. So and I kind of proud of it. So my learning path, my career path, and my loving path is flat, is quite flat. So I easily get what I want, but what I wanted is in the low level. I mean that I didn't put a high purpose in my life. I easily accept it. I easily accept what I am having. And I know it is one of the condition of having happiness in life, but in other aspect, it helps your food. So my English level is intermediate, and it was since I was a student more than 10 years ago. And that means that I accept what I have during more than 10 years. And at the time of being a student, I was admired by my English skill. I even dated to a European guy, and the bride was along to me during 10 years. And then suddenly I wake up. I realized that I kind of backward, out of updated, and I taking the issue that I having three kids as my excuse. So I have to think about improving myself by improving my English skill first. And I'm lucky that I know Chị Hằng before spending money for the other online course. And to be honest, what I have learned more from the course is not only English, but it's the spirit of overcome difficulties from my classmate from my module 1. I saw my classmate who has more difficulties about time, about money, about stressful, a lot of more than me, but they still attend the 5 a.m. every morning class without complaining, without whining. I saw a mom of 1 year's old son, and she takes care of him all the night, but she still wake up early to do chanting.
Yep.
I
I know what
saw a
you're talking.
mom. Yeah, I saw a mom whose English skill is lower than me, but the way she taught her daughters are amazing. Yeah, her daughter's Elsa score is almost 10 points all the time. I very admire about the way that she used the English to create the environment for her children. Yeah, I also saw the ladies whose age same as my mom, but still wake up early and learning English like me. Yeah, so I admire the spirit, the positive energy of my classmates, which came to the LeaderTalk, bring them to me. Yeah, my difficulties is just like a zero compared to them, and they are still keep moving forward. So why me not? And so to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Actually, it's very difficult for me.
Yeah.
I used to waste a lot of money when I assign me for the yoga class. So many class, I paid the money, but then I couldn't wake up at that time. But for the little talk, I am doing it, and still want to have that habit. And to wake up at 5 a.m., I read up Netflix service and go to bed at 9 p.m. And for many people, maybe that is too early to go to bed, and there are ton of the job to do before ending a day. But after 1 month after 1 month of arranging, I realized that is a really good habit. I have 3 kids, and going bed early is very good for the kids. And recently, they are also affected by my wake up routine. My 2 kindergarten kids, they also wake up before 6 a.m. and they said to me, I want to study like mommy. That's very surprising to me. And I absorb the positive energy from the early morning class, and I am delivering that spirit to my family members. And that's beyond the benefit I receive from the LeaderTalks. So
thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Maggie. Wow, wonderful
that's
story.
what I want to share. It's very long, I know.
Yeah, I met you and your husband and your 3 kids in the Hammer festival, and I know how hard you were being experienced to at the same time have a full-time job, taking for 3 kids. They always get sick and playing around, and I feel that sometimes you just get exhausted. You don't have energy at all, but with all that, you overcome all to be here today and speak with that fluence. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. Maggie, I keep going for the next 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
Anyone want to share? Jenny, can you change the background, Zoom background with the better image that I sent to you in the group?
All right.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna invite Bridget. So Bridget, and well, screw all of these questions. Tell about your own story, how you can inspire people today. Let's forget about all the questions. Let's focus on you and how you your message to everybody today.
There are many things to help me inspired to speaking every day, and also wake up early in the morning. I think the teacher helped me. The teacher helped me. Teacher give me a motivation to try every day. And you know, I have to work full time, and I have to spend time taking care of my family, and I have to clean house every day, all like you. If so, because so if I don't wake up at 5 a.m. to study, I think I won't have any other good time to study. And I think to study English like you when you go to do any sport, like the gym or yoga. why do you go to the gym room or the yoga room every day? I think because you want to be a nice body, and you want to have a good health, or it's only simple that you like it. So like English like that. I think I think I am person who love English, and I don't want to be despised.
All right.
Yes, and I want to travel many countries over the world.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is motivated to learn English every day. Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
at the level A2, you can speak confidently. I'm very proud. Regis,
Yes.
keep going.
Yeah. Like you, at that level, I made a lot of mistakes. Sure. I did what I have to do is to speak. I try to speak every day. Try to see myself and improve myself and saw back and see things that I can improve. So keep going, and the motivation inside you, keep fire it up and burning it, and I think you will deserve what you want. Thanks, Bridget, for sharing with us the amazing story. So next, I'd like to invite James. Let's do with one man today. Hello, James. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you want to share stories today? How you wanted to inspire people today?
Hello everyone. Thank you for having me today. Thank you for Peter for that question. It's quite hard question from me. It's like a wide range.
Really?
Then I need to talk maybe more about myself, but let me try.
Yeah, I think story you could share is the life in America for the first couple of months when you are landing from Vietnam to America. And can you tell us the difference in English speaking in Vietnam, what we've learned, and in daily life in the US, so that everybody here, if they got a chance to go to abroad for study, they know how to prepare the shock.
Okay. So firstly, I am a developer, IT software developer. Then I have been working in IT over 10 years at Ho Chi Minh City. But I feel like I still missing something. Like I want to upgrade myself to the next level, but I still find a way what is the field that I miss it. So back to 1 year ago, then I decided to quit my job to firstly I want to build up my own company at a university in IT. Then I need to learn something about like MBA, something like that, in MBA course. Then I'm looking for some course like that at Ho Chi Minh City. Then but for enroll for that course, then I need to have the IELTS score over than 6.5 that time. Then I decide to learn English, starting learn English again in the center of Saigon in Ho Chi Minh City. But it took me a lot of time then, because I have worked a lot that time. Then I don't have time to join that class, and it's a way I feel always exhausted after that class. Then I couldn't do anything after that, so I quit. Then I found LeaderTalk. I feel I like because at the first time LeaderTalk had the the motivation and the time and the class is suitable for me because it's just online. Then I can learn from my home and just wake up at the morning. I can do it. I could do it. When I try to wake up at the morning, I just find the reason why I need to wake up at that time, because I feel just something like I feel like the teacher is waiting me, or my friend is waiting for me. Then I need to wake up, and I didn't want to make them upset, something like that. Then on that class, on when I joined the LeaderTalk, and I learned a lot of things like the way to pronunciation wrong, right at the first letter. Then we have the IPA system to correct our voice, our pronunciation for every single letter. Then I learned how to chunking, or how linking the words. There is it's make me have a lot of knowledge to make a long sentence without like when I try to make a long sentence, then I always lose my voice. Then it's hard for me before that, but after that, then when I practicing meditation in this class for a while, then I can have I have a strong enough to make a long sentence, and I can do it better than before. And so back to my journey to America. So for a while, then I found the course in US. Then I interesting, and then I joined I applied for this school. Then I got approval. Then I'm here today.
Oh yeah.
But
So,
Wait.
like the chance, like I run into the chance by chance, something like that. But I think it's I'm not sure why I chose that, because just I like to upgrade. I like to learn something new, something like that, because I feel like I like adventure.
Adventure in life.
Yes, I love it. Something like that. And the first time when I came US, and I got many problem with my English. Of course, I couldn't hear anything from the custom when I arrival at the airport.
Yeah.
Then he asked me something that I don't understand. I didn't understand clearly. Then I answer wrong answer. Then he make me nervous. So I was so scared that she put me back to
Vietnam.
but to Vietnam, yes. But luckily, then I asked her again. Then he paraphrased his question. Then I can understand. But I feel like that my English is still not good. Then I still need to learn.
Yeah.
That's the reason that so it's make me keep this class. So I still keep learning in this class.
Thank you, James. And
Yeah.
sometimes I wish the custom in the airport should learn IPA to speak clearly and
Really?
so that the international guests can understand easily, because the first experience when we board into any country is really nervous, tired, nervous at the same time, and they just speak very slow, and they couldn't open their mouth. And so how can we listen? How can we listen and understand and give the feedback? So I wish they all learn IPA.
Yeah, you're right. And they use a lot of ideas and slang, and then we can understand each word, but and I could not understand the meaning of the sentence because they use ideas or slang language or something like that.
Do you guys have any experience when you boarding abroad and have a experience when talk to the custom at the airport? Can turn on the microphone. And share your experience when boarding. So haven't much experience, so go ahead, Peter.
All right. So next up, I'd like to invite one of the people I know, Mrs. Aurora, and she comes from K92. So so Aurora, and how are you doing today?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
good. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to the panelists today. I have a chance to share my story. Do you hear me well?
Yes, all clear.
Okay, thank you. So, starting with my story of learning English, I think that I have been learning English in a natural way because I didn't learn English at school, but French, and I hardly went to a language center to learn English. So as an all-round learner, I dive into subjects that I love. I did everything in English, writing in English, searching information, reading, writing, and watching a program in English. So I think that I absorb English in a natural way, but a problem for me is that I have no foundation for pronunciation. It made me frustrated when speaking to foreigner. And I think that they must have been very patient to me. Not correct pronunciation is something like a missing hole in a cheesecake that make you fail and fail again and cannot move on in the way you expect to. I was so thankful and grateful when finding this program, and thank you, Miss Hằng, because I was amazing for the uniqueness of your programs. It's one of a kind that I cannot find anywhere else for me personally. And more specifically, the M2, the module 2 is, I think that is on one size fits all. It means that no matter the level of English, for example, in our class, we experience a wide range of level from A2 to B2, but you always be able to find a way to customize and adapt and self-pace your study strategy and study plan. For example, while others may focus on learning vocab, but for me, because I have quite a lot of vocab before the program, so I focus on reviewing pronunciation of every word I encounter. I also deepen the subject and the topic of the lesson with advanced expression, how native speaker say in this context. Also, I work with writing, and I do it in I find the creative and imaginative way to make my study more enjoyable and more appealing. If the teacher give a task of giving example of the new words, I will make a whole story of it to inspire myself and entertain myself. So I mean that with different level, but we can get along together by each one finding their own ways of learning and adapting and collaborating with others, so to speak.
So how did program help you to become a better teacher, English teacher?
Yeah, you know, I don't give much of English lesson today. I don't do it in the traditional way no longer, but I'm coaching English to people at the same way I have been coached here in the program. So the same way, starting with pronunciation.
Beautiful.
Yes, to others, and I also develop my
I know it take
yeah.
for me it take about 2 years to correct my pronunciation and 5 years to correct myself. So totally it's 7 years when I know about IPA until I correct about 70%, and now I'm on the way to correct my my pronunciation and my speaking. So I'm happy that you've been learning and then you teaching at the same time and apply it for your student. Teaching is the best way for learning, and I wish you all the best on this journey. And if you have any difficult, you need help, please talk to me and Peter.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Aurora.
All right,
the person I want to invite next is a sister, Sophie, like inspirational friends, a sister that I love, that I admire, and that I really trust her. So thank you, Sophie, for joining me, joining us today, and please share your story.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Hi everyone. I'm Sophie. This year I'm 41 years old, and I am living and working in Hanoi. With my husband and 2 children in middle school. I am in charge of managing the accounting department for a multi-industry corporation in Hanoi. Now I am very happy to be here today, and would like to share with you some my experience to study well together for the module 2. The first thing I want to talk about what habit I did to develop to prepare homework at home effectively. To be honest, the amount of exercise to prepare for module 2 is really not small, but I clearly defined what my goals need to be this period to be determined to do, such as in module 1, my goal is standardized pronunciation. But in this module, I said my goal is I have to improving my vocabulary better than my previous level, and give me more materials to learn to reflect with the teacher and with the classmates every day. With Miss Hằng, I know vocabulary will be effective if it is put the topic and put in a context, detailed context. And so I try to answering question by each topic in LUCA system, and I search information by myself. I don't rely on the sample on the information by the other, because I think just according to my experience, is just help me remember longer than going refer to other people's symbol. I think so. And besides, I use the my math tool, and according to Miss Hằng suggest, I bought my master account and make to information easier for to remember. And every day I just use around 2 hours for composing, for answering all of list of questions from Luca system. And now I complete on 40 topics on Luca by myself. And I think I gained very many vocabulary. And after that, when I complete each answering, I practice question and answer by myself for all list of questions and recording. Yes, this is the first. Actually, we have many tasks each day, but this is first priority task I have to complete every day, because my goal is vocabulary this module. With other tasks, I can do it in this every my safe time in my company and my weekend to complete some other tasks. Such for instance, practice on Elsa and practice and Quizlet, etc. Yes, in addition, I am still practicing learning English weekly with 1 or 2 hours with my colleagues. Yes, besides, I teach my children to continue to pronunciation course, and it's helped me not forget the pronunciation when I speak after the module 1. And so happy, my children very excited with Elsa. I bought Elsa with account for my children to practice and organize some mini game with them, and they really excited for the with studying with me in the weekend. So I think and I believe that when you want and you have a goal in each module, you can find the priority task you have to complete each day. So I believe you have a passion, and you should you will accomplish it. Yes.
Well,
That's
I
my
can
story.
see, I can see the big jump from the starting of module 2 until the end. So while you're speaking, I know, oh, is there anything else I can teach or I can help you, or you have enough to go by yourself? So
Yes.
no need us anymore. Sophia, there is one thing, Tasi, you talk about MindMaster. Can you share with us how you use MindMaster for your learning, for your preparing the lesson before coming to class?
Yes. After before you sharing for everyone the chat GPT, that chat GPT tool, I just search many information relate the topic by Google only, and when I searching, I feel a very many knowledge, benefit knowledge. I can found it every many benefit website. And when I write down and choose something for the question, I can remember longer. And it's and when I put it in my experience, my so I can remember longer. After that, I put it in the my map. And I just put some main words and main idea. After that, I can practice and try to use some simple grammar to connect them. So I think it's the beginning is a little difficult, but after some 2 weeks, I can do it easily every day.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you ever joined in my ChatGPT webinar? If you already joined, please type 9. If you haven't, type 8 so that I can send you the link for rewatching it. ChatGPT.
Yes.
And Sophie already shared one important experience that is using ChatGPT to generate the sample answer and then collect the vocabulary she liked and then write down and then make a simple sentence to connect all the vocabulary together. For the first 2 weeks, it's really hard, but then it's more easier. And that's a great experience when using ChatGPT for answering the homework and learning new vocabulary. And also Aurora share one experience that is she make a story to inspire yourself. That's a great experience.
Okay, first, because I love writing, I'm very good at imagination, and I'm on the way of writing novels and stories. So can tell that is one of my strengths. So when the teacher gave us it was about the topic shopping, I can say that out of the blue, the story come to my mind, and I write it. I note down, and then I use GPT to perfect it. So GPT, I know this from the day you introduced it to me. So it up level and boosts my energy, my English skill on all levels. I use it to correct and rephrase and paraphrase all my writing, emails, speech and talking to people, because I'm giving healing session to foreigner and joining some international communities like Might Valley. So I have a lot to do with writing and speaking. So GPT is so amazing to me. I consider it my teacher, my guide, sometimes my therapist, as I ask about my issue, emotional issue.
Wow.
Yeah, I also learn, how to say, marketing the market. For example, I ask how much the price I should charge for a certain service, and you give me the perfect idea of the average range of price in the market of Hanoi that I can offer to people.
Wow.
It's so great. Amazing, unbelievable.
You're so creative on using ChatGPT. And every night, me too. You know, I bought one account for on the to using on the phone, but another account for using on the computer. So 2 separate accounts. So every night I search all the question in my mind, and ChatGPT can give me the direction so well, and I really appreciate that. I think that $20 so worth per month.
Yeah, yes, and
Same
it's
here.
a very detailed information and long.
Yeah, we can't find it on the Google. For example, when I asking, please connect me with some education lawyer in Australia who are specific in education, so that I get a consult to open a school in Australia. They give me the list of people and the website on LinkedIn as well. so that I can contact easily. How can I can approach to those people if I just asking in my networks? Wow, it's
That's
amazing.
great. Yes, it's
Thank
amazing.
you so much. That's
Thanks
it.
for sharing about the amazing tool.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for appreciate that and use that for your learning and your life.
Yes.
So here, one of the most important question today is how you learn the vocabulary and how you use it into daily speaking with your teacher. So if you have any idea, just turn on. We don't need to invite you. Turn on and share your ideas, your experience.
Em có thể share phần này chị ạ.
Yes, please. Just turn on.
Okay, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, hi chị Hằng, hi anh Peter. It's very honored for me to be here to share a little bit about my experience and how do I learn vocabulary or how do I learn English. So for me, vocabulary is kind of important when you want to speak English well, right? And when it comes to method, I used two methods when I want to learn vocabulary. The first one is shadowing. I think that all you guys here who learn English know about this method, right? I watched the video on YouTube or any other video in English, and I try to copy 100% like they are speaking. For example, I just copy all of the things that they speak from intonation, the words and everything. So I spend maybe 50 to 20 minutes per day to practice this method. And the second method I use, that is I read reading. I learn vocabulary while I'm reading. You can read anything like articles or books or anything, that any topic that you like. For me, for example, I like sport or I like fashion. I will read about that topic and collect the vocabulary from it. And I think to remember, if you want to remember vocabulary, you have to review them regularly and intentionally use them when you speak. And this way you won't forget the words anymore. And that will help you to increase or improve your confidence as well. Yeah.
So shadowing. So where your voice is really attractive, and I love the voice.
Thank you, chị.
And that make the shadowing method become effectiveness. And I believe after this webinar, people will search for what shadowing means.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Cloud. Alex, can you share your experience on going abroad using English and as an English teacher, got IELTS 7.5? How you improve English every day? Because I know at this level, it's really hard to improve to the next step.
Teachers, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm glad to share with you today my story. In fact, I'm not ready to speak in front of many brilliant learners of English mastery. I'm just in module 1 and I'm going to take the final test next week. And I know that I have a lot to learn. So yeah, I'm a teacher of English at the high school, and I got as many certificates and qualification as a teacher should have. But in fact, in deep inside me, I know that I missed something. Like Miss Hằng once said that you have the driving license. It doesn't mean that you know how to drive. And with my certificates and qualification, I I can drive a car, but with a lot of stress and always worried about the journey. So I know that I have to improve my English. Is when my student, they are very good speaker. They learn English from the very early age, and they can speak with perfect pronunciation and intonation. And I know that my knowledge about grammar and vocabularies is not enough for me, for my teaching. So I find ways to get better. I used to search the web, watch the videos, watch a lot of channels, and I still cannot improve myself just because I just watch and then I do not practice. So I cannot have a better speaking skills and listening skills. And I also have a chance. I also had a chance to go abroad on a training course for teachers. I went to Australia 2 times in about for about 2 weeks for each training course. And when I went abroad, I realized that my English is so, yeah, it's just about for my teaching student to learn to do exercise and pass the exam. It's not English for real life. And I myself experienced a lot of embarrassing moments when I went abroad. I could not understand the foreigners, and I and my friends usually said that every time when when we went out, we had to take IELTS listening tests everywhere because yeah, it is stressful. So I know that I have to improve my English, and luckily I found out LeaderTalks on YouTube, and I decided to invest for myself. And yeah, so I just have about 3 months with English mastery course, and I found that I made a little progress. But I know that the small steps are necessary for me in my journey to become better, and every day I practice with Elsa and with my classmates. My class K96 is, yeah, so good. We have dedicated instructor, Miss Hồng Nhung, and we also had a chance to learn with Miss Hằng, Miss Hòa, and teacher Lộc, teacher Huân, yeah, and my classmates are so friendly and helpful, and we learned every day together, and we help each other to become better. So I know that I had a lot to learn. My pronunciation have a lot of weaknesses, like my consonant sounds or my intonation is not very good. I believe that every small steps I make in my course will help me to become better, and I'm eager to learn more in the next modules. So thank you very much for your listening.
Alex, how did you apply the module 1 for your student? Have you applied? Have you applied what you've learned in module 1 for your student?
Yeah. So when I started my course in module 1, I know that my pronunciation is not good, and I learned from the beginning, the IPA, the vowel sound and consonant sounds. And I know that I have to pronounce each word correctly. Is it important then I can speak fluently or quickly? Yeah, accuracy is the most important for me at that point. So I know when I made mistake in pronunciation, and when I teach my student, I found that they also have a very bad foundation of pronunciation. Many of them do not know how to read the phonemics transcription. So I have time to give them the IPA and taught them how to pronounce each vowels and consonant, and how to read the phonemic transcription in the dictionary. And I also stress the importance of knowing how to pronounce correctly, not look at the words and guess the pronunciation. Okay, so I think that is helpful. It's work.
Great, Alex, that I know you apply what you've learned to help your student as well. So our work is just multiple effect. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing. We continue. So Peter.
All right, next up, I'd like to invite Anna. Hello, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Yes, I'm here.
Well, we spoke on the phone a couple of days ago, and she shared a lot about how she struggled and with her English, and she really wants to achieve, and even within a short period of time, So I think today, Anna, you got your message and your story prepared. Please, release the world.
Thank LeaderTalks, Miss Hằng, Mr. B, and everyone make this webinar. I would like to send you the message today about the wake up early every morning to learn English. I think firstly I make sure I remember my goal, my targets when I start with English course. And the second, when my alarm clock ring, I get up immediately and turns on my computer to miss my classmates and my teacher waiting me at 10 with K85 my love. And finally, you wanted to do that, you need a good health. Right? I realized power become from honesty, and I practice meditate every day. I realized I should make my friend positive person, positive people. I thinking honest, I doing honest thing, and I avoid the negative people. So I feel comfortable every day. I sleep so deep, and I feel full power. to do anything on day. Yes, you know, I haven't off any day when I join English Mastery module 1 to module 2 as well. Yes, I learn full day. Yes, so I about the finally message. I think when you you should take active to learn English. Yeah, if you realize something wrong, you can fix already. You can fix immediately, and don't worry when you wrong. If you speaking wrong, writing wrong, and something like that wrong, you can fix it. And I think I can learn more from my mistake. Yes, and when you want to stop, and you want when you want to quit, you think and you remember why you start with English Mastery course. Yes.
Thank you, Anna. I can see a big improvement and the confidence in your speaking. And I feel proud.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. You know, my story very long, so I think I cannot I cannot enough time to talk with you. So I very struggle. Can't study, can't until study when I high school, and today and current and recently I feel better when I speaking English with my partner and my overseas friends. I realized that English grew up for myself. Yes, yes, it make me confident, and it make me active to learn more about the writing, listening, reading. Yes, something like that. And I try to my best every day to learn and improve English. You know, I love my classmates, I love my teacher in the K85. Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Anna. And Luna, can you share your journey as working a full time, a mom of a son, 2 years old, and managed for learning? And I can see your fluency is beautiful. So can you share your advice, how you overcome the challenge, lose motivation, how you motivate yourself, and how to motivate other classmates in your class?
Yes, thank you, Miss Han, to invite me. So actually, I don't have a lot of experience, but today I would like to share you a little my experience to overcome my challenging. I think all of students, when we study any straight English or study university, we will face a lot of challenging. But when I got a challenge and lose my motivation when I learning English, I will thinking about my purpose. Why I choose study at LeaderTalks, and or what the person I want to become in the future. Yes. Before I go to bed, I usually close eye and imagine about my future. Oh, in the future I can speak English fluently, so I'm so happy. So after that I can teach my son and teach some kids live around my house. And the second, so
Whenever I get an achievement, I will buy something or eat something to give for me, like the present for anything I try in a long time. Yes, that moment I think I have more energy and have more motivation. And it's so lucky when I study K85 class. My club, I cannot believe so my class have a lot of people. They study hard and they have a positive energy. So that reason why make me so happy and grateful every morning. So, and I want to say thank you a lot of LeaderTalks and my classmate, and my teacher is brilliant. So I think I have a good environment. Yes, so that reason why my motivation never lose, and don't never give up when I get the challenge.
Thank you, Luna.
English, yeah.
Luna, for sharing. Yes, we are here at LeaderTalk is providing the environment for the learner to learn by yourself, to grow by yourself, and to accumulate knowledge by yourself. It's just providing the condition. So always remember about our role in this teaching journey is providing the condition. Thank you so much, Luna, for sharing. And now we move Diarrhea. She raised hand enthusiastically the early morning. So now her chance to speak.
Yes, hello everyone, and my name's Daria, and I'm 39 years old, and I have 3 children, and my youngest children is 1 year old only, and my oldest is 17 years old. And at this age, I have a baby. It's my challenge. Why I working and spend time to take care of my family and study English. And I belong in the lazy team. And who else belongs to lazy team? Raise hand. And it's my challenge too. I don't have time to do homework much. So before lesson coming, I open to slide new words and all the question, and I write down the keywords. And I also to use GPT chat GPT that Mrs. Hằng share for us, and to do homework and prepare the lesson. And I see it's can make fast. And I also buy a bilingual book, and I set the rule each day I read 1 page only. And when my children ask me something, I answer them in English and mix Vietnamese, because I don't have much vocabulary to answer all of this. So I use it mix. And when I feel time, instead of surfing Facebook, I open Elsa to read and translate in Vietnamese of Elsa. And I see the encourage of the classmate is very good for me. But it's as the wind oil, and we can use this external, and the motivation is big from the inside, from the internal. And when we give the big why, we can get a small challenge. And opposite, when we have the small why, we can take a large challenge. And when I tired, I can break a little, then I can continue. And as long as I don't give up, I don't stop. Slow down is okay. I think so. It's my mindset. And I learn, I think learn English is a process. It's not the destination. And I feel happy. I feel excited why I learn English in my process. And I see there are 1,001 reasons for success for fluently in English, and only one reason that we get failure is we still have the reason. And motivation is the thing that we that is not happen. Is the thing that we create. So I hope all of us can continue progress and take success in English. And thank you for listening me.
Wow, it's beautiful. Your pronunciation is just amazing. Amazing.
I think I can have a babies and I take care her much time. And I think I can do it. You can do it better.
Wow.
True. The power. All right.
Wow, the power of motivation. And Anh Thao is a dad of five kids.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You know Anh Thao.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Yeah, hi. Oh my God. I see my classmate Angela here. Hello, Angela. Yeah. So very happy for me today to share with you about my dream. I have a dream, a big dream. That is, I want to be working overseas. Yes. I hope that one day I have a chance to work overseas. And the countries I focus on is Australia. Because my parent company have a subsidiary all over the world. And one of subsidiary based in Australia. And for me, I think it's a suitable tactics that I can focus on. I want to say motivate myself to continue learning, even when it was very challenging. First of all, I think I need to have a final purpose, ultimate goal to follow up. English and practicing English is something very especially with me. It make me feel relaxed and balanced after stress working time. I don't know how you can practice English every day, but for me, I can use time everywhere and everywhere. I always practicing English on the way I bicycling to work and back home. When I cycling to go to work, the distance is about 5 kilometers from my home to my office, and I practice the vowel consonant myself. For example, I try to practice the vowel likely ho ho ha ha, right, on the way. But you can imagine that very, very changes for me that the awkward man. Some people like me, like the foolish, the crazy man on the bike, and say something like that.
Wow.
But because I have a purpose, so I ignore everyone and focus my task. Yes. It's my tip. I don't know
focus.
How about you, but I believe that I'm not alone. I know that there are somewhere on the earth, there are some people like me, practice on the way to work and back home like me.
Wow.
Yes, focus on the purpose while you're here and keep moving forward. That's the message. It's powerful.
Powerful message. Anh Thao, yes, this is all the students been through the model 1 and they have to practice on the way to go to work and back home. They are all done that. So you are not alone, Thao.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
yeah, thank you, Anh Thao. And I wish your journey to Australia will have the favorable condition.
Yeah, I want to say one thing that English is very wonderful because when you learn a second English, a new language, you can enhance your memory. You know, time by time, your memory can be fade and decline, aging and dementia. So when you learn everything new, like language, it's very good for you. Yes.
Some of our students say that they want their motivation to learn English is not just about speaking English, but then training their memory.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, Anh Thao. Ngọc Dung,
Yes.
Angela, I know you have a kids awaiting you outside. You have a children waiting you outside, so it's not really easy for you to be here. So just share.
Yes, that's the motivation. That I decide to take the course.
Your story and how you manage your motivation during the course, because we know that we all up and down many times. But then how you manage that feeling?
Yeah. Okay. I think everyone, when we join this course, each of us will have a lot of difficulties. Yes, and each of us will have a reason why we join this course. For me, I think self-development is very important, especially I am an English teacher. And I know that my English is not perfect. I have a lot of mistakes. Yeah, and I have a lot of things to improve. I have a lot of rooms to improve more. Yeah, and that's the reason I study English all the time. Yeah, and when I saw when I joined Miss Hằng seminar, and after that I searched a lot about LeaderTalks, and I was amazed by the result of her students. Yeah, they are so amazing. Not just their English skills, but also their mindset. Yeah, and that's the thing I really want to do for my students. Yeah, especially I have many children students, and I think mindset is very important. And I think one value we can add to our students, that's the mindset. So we can teach English and the mindset together. Yeah. And I also, the way I teach English takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, because I just teach like 1-to-1 or 1-to-3 students in class. Yeah, I think it's effective, but it takes a lot of time and I can't help a lot of students. But I see here, Miss Hằng, she teaches effectively. Yeah, one class with 16 students, but they all improve very fast, especially like just I'm in the module one. Yeah, but I see my classmates, their presentation are so amazing just after a short time. So I think her method is amazing. And I want to learn the way she teaches her students to improve English. Yeah, and after that I can apply in my journey of teaching. Yes.
Thank you, Angela. And you are here not improve your English, but also learning the method on how to help our student improving. We know it's really challenging, but we're happy to share anything we have for you to help your student improving better. And I wish you can achieve your goal, Angela. And the last person today, we would like to invite Sue. She taking Model 3, and the interesting thing is Sue just starting learning English from Model 1. From 0, now she stepped up after I think 8 or 9 months. So welcome, Sue.
Hello everyone. My name is Sue, and I am I am studying module 3, and I have experience about module 1 and module 2. The first thing I want to say is I have a lot of progress after starting module 1 and module 2. It is an incredible progress. Before starting the course, I didn't know any English at all. And in module 1, I was equipped with a thorough knowledge of the International Phonetic Alphabet IPA and technique for the best pronunciation possible. And of course, I know I have no problem with this module. Things started to get harder and worse when I entered module 2. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. And in module 2, I studied with a foreign teacher. I was very worried because how can I understand what the teacher says in class? I scared. And in this, it was like that. I really didn't understand what the teacher and students said in class. I could only understand about 20 to 30% in the first weeks of study. I couldn't remember or make sentence with the new words. Even a simple sentence I also couldn't do. I fell behind the rest of the class. I seemed to have lost inspiration for studying. At that moment, I thought if I didn't actually do anything for the course, everything for the course would be meaningless. And I started to stick to the text set out by module 2. It was really not that easy. And besides that, I try to focus to listening to everything in class. And especially, I try to review the teacher's feedback every week. The teacher showed me where am I and what I need to do to improve my English skills. The following weeks of course became much easier. I began to understand the lesson and in text more with the teacher and students in class. I felt myself improving. I understood all the questions and gave correct answer in the speaking test in the last week of module 2. The teacher also recognized me progress. And I remember that the teacher said in this week's feedback that I need to start letting go of my old idea of the Sioux that had trouble understanding what I said. I see the potential for a lot of growth in you now. After hearing that, I really happy. I am very excited and happy to see my effort paid off and recognized by others. Also try learning as well as possible in module 3. which is equipping me with basic grammar knowledge. Also, I know that my English learning journey is still very difficult and will take a lot of work ahead. But I think that with the right belief and method, I will achieve my own desire and expectation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much too.
Wow, amazing.
I'm so proud
Yes.
of your effort starting from zero. So now you can speak very clearly,
Yes.
slowly but clearly, and can express your idea.
Yeah,
I believe that it doesn't matter how slow we are, unless we make a progress every day and we keep moving on that journey. It's so inspiring journey of yours, too. Thank you so much for joining and sharing that.
Thank you, teacher.
I know Miss Shu from the beginning. So today I'm very impressive, but what she performed today.
Wow.
Honestly, yeah.
Too. Really, honestly, you, yeah, like Miss expressed her idea. You expressed your ideas, your message clearly, really clearly, explained well, and you shared your challenges in module 2. But looking at the feedback, and you started learning and digging and take the feedback seriously, and you improving. So that's what it is. You take it serious with your learning. So it comes true, and it comes true now. You speak the way how you speak now. You deserve it. All right.
Yeah. Angela, you're right. Her pronunciation is so clear and very easy to understand. I believe so too. Speak very, and I think there no problem when you're in the class, when you communicate with teachers too, for sure. So we're done in 1 hour and 30 minutes. And thank you so much for joining and create very beautiful atmosphere when sharing. And I believe that every Saturday we will get the inspiration for the next week. So I'm thinking about next week, what topic we should go. Can you please suggest what topic I should go for the next Saturday so that you guys can get benefit from it? You can turn on your microphone and talk.
I'm so happy when I joined the webinar today. So actually I'm so happy because this is an opportunity we can share my energy and my little experience to learning English for everyone. So it's special. I can talk a lot, and we don't limit the time to speak. You know, when I study in my class, we have just talk about 1 or 2 minutes. We have to talk fast. Yeah. Yes.
So now you got a better chance to speak English. And you know, one of my experience from my previous learning, that is, I always have a group of friends. Every class I take, every program I take, I already always have 2 or 3 friends, and we meet and we talk each other every day. 30 minutes, 1 hour, and by that way we can activate our vocabulary so well. Try that. 1 month later, you will see the improvement, the big improvement in yourself. So thank you so much for joining today, and I hope to see you next time, sharing your next journey. And I want to see your improvement on the journey. Have a good week, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Han and everyone. I don't know what I else to say. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye, Anna. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks so much
Bye,
for
everyone.
sharing your
Bye.
positivity.
Have a nice
day.
weekend.
Nice
Yep.
weekend.